A couple of years ago, you had been in discussions with Rick Wagner, GM CEO, about a possible alliance or merger. There's also been recent speculation about something similar occurring with Chrysler. Do you intend to pursue that in the near future, and do prevailing conditions increase or decrease your likelihood of pursuing that venture?
2 years ago we were in discussion. As you know, this discussion did not lead to any conclusion. They did not lead to any conclusion for a very simple reason is, we are absolutely not convinced that any alliance can take place if there is no mutual appetite. If you're in a situation where somebody is very excited about something and the other one is skeptical, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, alliances are like marriage. If you start a marriage where somebody is very excited and the other one is a little bit skeptical, you're going to prepare yourself for a very short honeymoon. So we're realistic people. Because at the end of the day, human common sense is always more important than business common sense. People cannot get along together, even if there is a lot of synergies and objectively a lot of things on the table. That's not going to work. So we stopped it there. Now history would say, was it a lost opportunity? Was it a good thing? For who and what? We don't know. But it didn't happen. We stopped the discussion and there was no other discussion. Now, what we've been doing with Chrysler is, we think, and we always said that the industry doesn't have to work with walls around it. Car makers do not have to work by themselves and building their own system and avoiding to negotiate or discuss with somebody else. We're very open. Renault-Nissan work together in alliance, but we work with Samsung, we work with Lada, Avtovaz, we work with Dacia. That means there are a lot of other brands with which we work, and we have different kind of partnership, and we think that's the future of the industry. Today we have a lot of OEMs with Chrysler. And we have a lot of OEMs with Chrysler. Why? Because it makes sense. It's not one-way street, it's two-way streets. We make small cars for Chrysler, based on platform which are, big scale platform of Nissan, so we can provide a good product, very fuel efficient, very low cost, and it avoids Chrysler to have to make big investment to get this product. But we ask the same thing in return. Chrysler has great pickup trucks, big volume, good platform, and we say, you know what? Instead of us developing another platform of pickup truck, we can derivate from an existing Chrysler platform a car, which would save us investment, save us money, and at the same time give them economy of scale. I am totally favorable to these kind of deals where we are in a win-win situation. Everybody is still at home in his own company. You're not losing your own independence or your own autonomy, but you are developing agreements where it makes sense for everyone. Back to your question, I don't think today, in the present conditions, where the financial market are still disrupted. I mean, when I participate to a conference and I hear some people in charge of finance or central bank telling us it's solved, I turn to my guys and say, you must be doing something wrong, because everybody's saying problem is solved, but you can't get money. And then you talk to the other CEOs, and you have the same problem. They're telling you they're cutting on investments because nobody's going to give you more credit lines than what you have already negotiated. It's not solved. It's not solved. And if it's not solved, that's a pending death threat on many businesses, particularly smaller businesses, particularly suppliers, before it starts to hit the big companies. So this cannot stay like this. And until we have a kind of smoothening, normalization of the financial market, I don't think you're going to see any initiative or strategic initiative of anybody trying to get his cash out of his own businesses and trying to establish alliances, acquisitions, or mergers, no matter how attractive it is.